Hello, and welcome back to the first video of GDL Season 7. Today, we bring you GDL2 Power Rankings. Last season, it took us until Week 4. This season, we're doing it in Week 1. I'm joined by Chuke.
Hello.
Fish.
Hey, nice to be here.
And Terra.
Sup?
So, basically, Power Rankings, we're just going to review everyone's team, just kind of say what type of team it is, its strengths, weaknesses, you know, what you're going to see most weeks, and kind of
What
give
they
a
were
rating.
thinking when they drafted it.
Yeah, and give a rating on like if it's good or bad.
Yeah.
Fish is actually in this, which is
It's
fun.
demoted.
In that big second place right now, behind the GOAT Sherry Davis.
I mean, I can't beat Sherry Davis.
True.
Can.
Alright, yeah. Anyone else got anything to say, or should we just go into it?
No, should we start?
Let's
from the
go.
top?
Alright,
Yeah, sure.
we'll just go matchup and we'll just go alphabetically. So we'll start with
Sounds
Burst and Blackwood. No, we don't need to have speed tiers and stats. Just save space. Alright.
Well, I kind of like having speed tiers, because evaluating speed tiers is always nice, right?
That's very true. Like, I kind of know
You don't
them,
need-
but
you don't need stats though.
we'll whack on speed tiers.
I'm dumb and
yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
so-
Let's do them big stats. Times bro 0 0 0 0. Alright. Alright. So left is Arctic Absols. Right is Blackwood Baltoys. Right. Well, the Absols have, first thing that stands out to me, there's Venus or Renault's son, which is a bit odd.
I don't know. Venusaur's just a really good defensive wall.
True. It does do a lot of sets, so I do respect it.
Yeah.
Go water
no,
type
I-
to take off the fire type damage, and the dragon's not that bulky. Oh, wait, sorry, Gastrodon's a water type. I'm blind.
It is.
Anyway, I really like the Florges plus Mega Aggron. Now,
It's
you
a
know,
very defense, like
that-
a
that's-
very
Yeah, that's
bulky
good.
team.
that's
I really like
that's
it.
always good. So this feels like something he's just gonna bring defensive Mega Aggron and defensive Florges most weeks.
There's kind of an issue in this team. I don't see a fight. Oh no, there's an infinite. Forget it.
Okay.
I'm blind.
We're just all chatting
not
shit at this
far, I'm not
point.
fighting.
Great
Yeah.
start, lads.
No, I really
Yeah.
like the team. It's got really nice speed. Maybe missing a couple like in the middle tiers, but maybe not actually.
I'm not the biggest fan because I feel like
But-
I like I like Infernape. I don't like
Yeah.
how this team doesn't really have a breaker.
That's what I was about to bring up.
Like,
I really like most aspects of this team, other than the fact that it's just lacking a bit on threats.
yeah,
Got Infernape,
Infernape
Zygarde's
is,
a bit of a threat.
Infernape
um,
is definitely
but,
a
like-
setup guy or like Scarf or some shit. Most
Like you can
of
definitely do some work with this team, but you are lacking that just instant power.
yeah, for sure.
Other than with, I mean, Infernape is pretty much instant power, but
Yeah, 104 isn't that high though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's two fairies that are like the only removers. So if you do play something like, the Baltoys, they can just bring Wheezing as a hazard setter that beats the remover.
yeah.
It's a bit limited in that regard. But, there's something about this
You
team
don't
that,
mind it.
that I do feel like could do, it could reach somewhere. Because,
It's a very well-rounded team.
mean,
I think,
there is a Mighty Enna, which does literally nothing.
yeah. I think if you play smart, play. For
I mean,
the
you
end
can
game
bring Intimidate.
and chip things down.
Yes, you can
and
bring
get away
it.
with like a.
You can bring Intimidate and still take more from physical hits than Drapio. Nice.
That's a point.
Yeah, I think the way this team should play is definitely for the end game. You try and chip everything down, and then you have like a Scarf Infernape or like a Swords Dance Drapion
Yep.
to kind of close the game up.
Yep.
And I think it'll do really well.
Yeah, I just kind of wish there was another remover, so Floor just isn't predictable as hell
Yeah.
every week. No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's gonna run Moonblast, Wish, Protects, Defog. That's coming
I
out.
also kind of.
Togetic right there. The ultimate remover.
True.
I kind of don't get like why is there a Togetic there?
I mean, from my experience, tier 5s are really awkward to pick this season.
Oh yeah, I definitely noticed that after the drafts as well. We kind of
like
we should have kind of
great tier 5s.
We should have kind of power crept to tier 5 a little more.
Is there a Kadabra actually? I think there's Kadabra, right?
I'm gonna just pull this up for later, like removers, because people are gonna need them.
Yeah.
We're just gonna.
Because I know somebody that needs them.
Yeah, just gonna tell everybody to draft Sandslash like last season. What's not available?
Yeah.
You know.
I think Sandslash has been drafted. But... Oh, Delibird's sitting right there though.
Ooh, big Lumen.
Dude, Delibird? Yo? I think it's 2 of the same ability.
Alright, let's move on to the next one. I think this
I would say
6.5
out of 10 for first team.
Yeah, 6 or 7. Yeah, 6.5 is
sounds about right. About what I put.
Yeah.
Well, the Baltoys. I really like this team.
I love this team.
Yes, looks solid.
This team is terrifying, actually.
You know, we have really good defense. Well, it's Registeel Jellicent backed up by either Kangaskhan Wish, or like Weezing or Bulky Mega Altaria.
Yeah, I mean, speed is amazing. Like, you've got Tornti, like Mienshao. We've not got the highest speed ceiling, but like you don't need it. You've got so many fast mons.
Very true. And what I also want to point out is Typhlosion is always a good fit if the team has enough removal. This has Torrenti.
Yeah, I was about to say just that.
Torrenti, good remover. Rotamo, good remover. Can usually slot it in like 4 slot. Mega Altaria can do it if needed. Like, you should be fine up front.
Yeah. A lot of removal, yeah.
With this team...
Also, this team really likes Typhlosion here because it's a good special breaker, kinda, you know? You can actually bring specs on this team because you have a Mienshao and a Grook to run Scarf.
I feel
I'm trying to find the weakness in this team because I feel like there has to be one. But
I feel like there's a slight lack of a physical breaker, but you can just run Reckless Mienshao.
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
And Crocodile is great as well.
True. That has a good setup set as well.
I don't like Kanga and Reggie though. Kanga being the Wisher, like, they're both weak to fighting, so that makes it kind of predictable. If you wanna, like, heal Reggie still up, so yeah.
Yeah, but the fighting types also got to deal with Weezing and Jellicent, so it can be tough.
Yeah, of course, but like, the path to Registeel is not the easiest. Just that.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying, yeah.
Aside from that, you know, Mega Altaria is...
The ultimate wish bastard.
Yeah, love me support Jinx.
Don't sleep on Jinx.
But
Jinx isn't good at passing wishes, but it's good at being a fucking special threat.
I could definitely see Mega Altaria function like a Roost heal bubble, like some attack or special attack investment, like a bulky tank.
Oh yeah.
I just said bulky tank. Just like what's a non-bulky tank? What's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like, Torn kind of goes in on this team.
I do see this lack of like spammo priority, but
I don't think that's too big an issue.
I mean, he has a Mienshao, man.
Yeah, true. It's not the biggest issue at all.
Yeah.
Yo, this should give Mega Altaria extreme speed.
No, they should not.
So you can have Dragonite too.
Yeah, sure. Dragonite doesn't get pixelated though.
Dragonite with stab.
Just give Dragonite early late already.
But I think this team for me just like 9 out of 10. It's really good.
Yeah,
it's really
9,
good.
Maybe even 10. I think I'm gonna go 9 to be safe, but like, incredible team. I don't really see any huge weaknesses other than it's weak to trickery.
We've also like we've said, you know, Scarf Crocodile, Scarf Mienshao, but Scarf Rotom is legit. Scarf Typhlosion is legit. Scarf Jinx is legit.
Yo, where does Scarf Torrenti at?
I brought that once.
Everyone's sleeping on Scarf Mega Altaria though.
6 scarfs next week. Let's go.
That's some
Scarf Weezing.
That's some flip off shit, bro. Yeah.
No, I love this team. I don't think there's much more to say. It's just incredible.
You know, this team.
Let's
very good.
Let's keep going. Ooh, we have big Master Tank Weed coming up.
Yo.
First, Dallas Magnazones. That's Lil Joey.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Cradley on sand.
There is a Simmons here.
There's a Megalob, GG.
You know, I've been coming around to the semis. I think
Yeah,
they're actually
yeah.
super valued.
They're not awful.
You know, they're
The only
definitely
problem
some of
is
the better tier 5s.
the only problem with
Nasty
them
Plot,
is that if
101
you're picking
speed.
them up, you're probably missing one of the types that they are, which are pretty important types. So
Yeah, true.
like
Yeah, especially Semi-Seer and Semi-Sage. Because, like,
yeah,
Water is not the best type to go for a Semi, but the other two are really good.
No, but
Because they provide a really good space here.
I really do like every low tier pick on the Steam as well. Everything brings something. You know, Driftblim has them unburdened sets. Recently, I made a Driftblim set for Xander. His team, like, everything died to Zap G, so I gave him, like, Fistef, Aftermath, Rookie, Helmet, Endure. Which
I was
just-
about to bring that up.
Like, that forces
I'm
Zapdos
still
to
haunted.
kill itself.
I'm still haunted by Carmen's Rocky Helmet, Aftermath, Driflin. Just one-shotting my Blaziken.
God.
I Flare Blitzed it. I took Flare Blitz chip, because it's got such a high HP. I took Rocky Helmet chip, and I took Aftermath, and it just died. It's like... it's stupid. No, I think Driflin is amazing.
I think, definitely, like,
About it.
probably the best tier 5. Like, I'll say that
Yeah.
straight up.
Is Driflin tier 5?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Rotom is too, so that might be. That might
He
be
drafted
another
Drifblim really early too. I think he took it in 3 or 4.
one. I mean,
I
it's
should've drafted
it's a
Drifblim.
good 5. I drafted like Braviary early as well. Just it's
Yeah.
a good 4. But two things about this team. If Pursuit was allowed, it'd be really good because Megalopony U-turn to the Bandit Teeter Pursuit.
Broken.
Aside from that, I kind of miss like a good physical check. Like, there's not really anything aside from Teeter with high Fistef, and Teeter is
Yeah.
weak to some of the best
Yeah.
like physical moves.
It's like Credelia, right?
And then you're gonna-
Yes, but Credelia-
Yeah, you're gonna have to
Spider.
run with
Yeah.
Vaporeon.
I fought this team in my week 1. And I did notice the very big weakness to fighting. I don't remember what I did, honestly. I think I just...
Mega Heracross it.
Heracross, yeah.
Joey could not switch into Mega Heracross the whole game.
Yeah.
I feel like if I were to tweak this team, I'd probably get rid of one of Credelia and Isilgor to add something like that. You know, that can
Yeah.
potentially deal with it. Could be bulky poison, don't know what's around T4, maybe a Gorboder. You know, some that can maybe provide the same hazard support, but also help on that front, kind of against fighting types.
I mean, he can
I don't
swap
mind
out
the
the
team.
Slurpurf for what's the name of the horse? Rapidash Galar.
That thing is not good, bro.
No.
But it takes fighting type moves.
You're not drafting... Like, you should not draft Rapidash Galar just to take 5
But yeah,
minutes.
besides that,
Um,
Girder is taken, most fairs are taken there. There are many options there.
I mean,
Yeah.
I do like this team, but it's definitely improvable. I'd say like
It's improvable. I like it, though.
I'll say 7.
Yeah, I think a 7 is a
Six
good...
and a half.
What are the...
Alright, Master
Oh,
of
sorry.
Dank.
The guy. It's him.
This
The
Oh,
Go.
Macargo, 10 out of 10.
this team. Well, firstly, he has 3 like base 100 across the board months.
Yeah.
That
That's...
that gives them some flexibility because they're all. Well, not Victini is always going to be offensive, but Manaphy can be something that's bulky, going to run like Nook U-turn. That's very nice.
Actually, I've seen a weakness policy Teeny said that's really strong. Like, you just go bulky, and then you can't kill it, and then it just boosts up and win.
I've seen Trick Room Victini with the V-Create. I don't like the relative lack of hazard removal because it's
Yeah.
Lucha isn't running defog, meaning it's Gligar or Rotom.
Gligar's, yeah, coming like every game, right?
I mean, Rotom isn't bad. I'll say it's really good value tier 5. I quite like it.
Yeah.
This team is definitely still weak to many things because you're really gonna be exposing Gligar to a lot. You need to basically bring
Yeah.
Manaphy to every single game, or you just get completely swamped by water moves.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I don't really get the B sharp here. Like, you have a Teeny and a Lucha. Why have another physical one? Especially a B sharp, you know?
Yeah, if that's like a bulkier steel, or something with removal, I don't know.
Or something rocks, actually. Because you're not bringing Metal Rock and Macargo every game, besides setting up.
The Yancey's fine. The Yancey's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't mind
I
Yancy.
think Halucha is probably an underrated tier 1. Because, you know, there's no terrain, so people are probably like, yeah, whatever. But Halucha is actually really good in Gen 6 OU, which is a comparable format to this. Obviously, there's a few things that changed, but also in Gen 6 OU, it used Citrus Berry to trigger Unburden. In this format, you can just close combat Whiter.
You can also use the power flying move that I forgot the name.
Sky Attack.
Sky Attack.
Yeah, that's really
Awesome,
strong.
Mike.
That's really strong.
It is.
No, the Chad move is to switch in with Cell Battery, Halucha, Unkabali, and Volt Switch.
Boost that special
You're
attack, man. You gotta
but,
boost it.
It's Master Dan Greed. He's gonna pull up with like fucking Restalk Marowak or some shit. You know, he'll get a few wins. He'll get a few wins. It's always scary to play against Master Dan Greed because one wrong turn you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Ah shit, we just got demonetized.
Yeah.
Well, what do you
I'm
mean?
not sure how to
like the
evaluate
whole
this team.
time. Come on.
I'll make that big GDL money.
What? 20 something subscribers?
No, we're not monetized.
A tenth of a cent in whatever currency we choose.
But I would say, you know, I would say, is this a good team? No.
No.
Is it fun? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the type of a thing that we can't really put a number on it. It's Master of the Greed out of 10.
You can't really judge it objectively.
So that's a 4.20, right?
Yeah, that's a 4.2.
I feel like we skipped over Mega Ampharos, but
I like Mega Ampharos. I like Mega
yeah.
Ampharos plus 15 as well.
yeah, I really like Mega Ampharos.
There is some good pivoting. So like if you were, you know, someone that isn't Master Nagweed, so like someone who uses like standard sets, Master Nagweed, his sets work sometimes, you know. He's out of the box. But if you're someone that uses like more standard sets, you can just pivot for days into like Bandavik.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind this team. I don't think it's strong, but you know, it's Master Nagweed.
I'll rate it Master Nagweed out of 10.
Yep.
Yeah. The only rating you can give it.
Yeah, the GDL and the Glasgow Golbats, which is actually
Who's
coached.
that guy?
Yeah, that's coached by my friend Fish, I think. Yeah, that's Fish.
Yeah.
No, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool.
I don't like
Geoduo.
Nah, it's fine.
Anyway, yeah, GDL, that's Glimpse. He had forced transactions on him because his Wi-Fi kind of died during grace period.
it.
He wasn't really able to get on.
Oh,
which
that's
that was,
thanks.
you know, that was unfortunate. But yeah.
So, here we have Slacking versus Rampardos.
I mean, it's not a direct game, but
That's funny though.
yeah, true. I honestly, first impression, I quite like this team because you have
Actually.
you have good Volturn. I feel like Rhydon's something that's underrated as well. Rhydon's something, you know,
Rhydon's amazing.
it's incredibly bulky.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't get to it KO'd by Glade Leaf Blade.
Insane.
Wow.
Mega B as well is always a threat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think
I really like Mega B with Edge Slash.
I like Mega B with Rotom.
I like
True.
Mega B in
Well, he's
general.
got both, so.
I feel like it is a bit weak to ground moves because it's kind of Rotom Wash. Something like Mold Breaker Drill goes ham
Yeah.
because your grass type isn't bulky. So that could definitely be an issue. But,
There's like two Dragon Resist when one of them is Lucario. There's no Fairy.
yeah, I think
But you have a Ditto, so you can like just sack something and go Ditto in, you know?
I do feel like the Ditto could have been used like for something else though.
Yeah, I don't like the Ditto. I think Ditto's like a really...
It's an iffy mon. It fits well on the right team, but like
I don't know what the right team is for Ditto,
I
honestly.
mean, this team, when something dies, my first instinct would probably just be to go Mega Beedrill and, you know, prevent kill something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's also why I'm confused about the slacking. Because the best slackings I've seen used have been like Choice Scarf Retaliate. You've already got 4 Pokemon at 120 or faster, so I don't understand why you would also want slacking to revenge things.
I mean, you have to keep in mind that slacking in tier 5, right? You don't have to bring it. It's gonna make people put Protect on their mons.
For sure.
True.
Yeah.
Because you see a slacking, and you're like, I'm well, Protect, right? Because
Can you repeat that? I couldn't really hear you.
So you see a slacking, right? And it doesn't matter if it's not gonna come. You in your head, you're like, well, I need Protect on like at least one of my mons, so I can shut it down.
That's something that Pukamugu does as well. Like, you don't really bring it to games, but you're gonna make your opponents run like sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's like something interesting that the presence of slacking, being that like it's such a bulky mon, kind of makes me not want to bring my ghost type, which helps Edge Slash a lot. Same for like Makalola.
Yeah.
But,
Also, there's a Ninetales Alola open on tier 2, and Edge Slash behind Veil is just nasty.
That's true. So is Lucario with its steel pure.
Yeah.
I don't dislike this team though. I'll give it like a 7.5.
It's very good, yeah.
And yeah, pretty much there.
I'd say 7. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be higher if this was fixed and there was a good ground resist. But
yeah. You said Ninetales Alola wasn't taking. Ditto was a tier 2, right?
Yeah, that could be a strike swap.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I reckon swapping Ditto for Ninetales Alola would really help this team.
Yeah, it makes it a really
maybe
scary
that'd
one.
free up you to free him up to like drop Mime G for some ground resist.
Yeah. No, I think that's.
Or you can just go like hyper offensive and shit, which is also fine.
Alright. This team. The Glasgow Gobats. This team.
There's a Dodrio.
This team sucks. It gets 6 out of Buster Raptor. Obviously this team's great. You have really good Volturn. You have Dragmag. You have Mega Heracross that's gonna come in with Porygon 2 teleport, Slowbo teleport, Darm U-turn, Hydreigon U-turn, Whimsicott U-turn, Magnetone Volt Switch. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, the team's really good, but I see an issue, like a really glaring issue. Your only defoggers are Hydreigon and Whimsicott, like reliable defoggers.
Have you ever heard Sir, have you ever heard of Rapid Spin?
Oh yeah, there's Dolphin. Forget it. Sorry. I'm dumb.
Alright.
It's late, okay?
I think there's a slight lack of some Spidef, but you can always run Spidef, Vileplume, Spidef P2. Just
Porygon 2 was my Spidef.
Yeah, it's just something that's gonna like, if there's something fast with Calm Mind, you have to have like Scarfed Arm to deal with it.
Yeah.
My thought process behind this team, I just wanted to do the playstyle I'm comfortable with, which is teleporting into threats.
Yeah, there's definitely threats.
I think my first 2 picks were Slowbro and Porygon 2. So I was like, alright, that's a good defensive core to just pull me through and teleport into whatever the fuck I want. And then I just picked up threats from there.
I do think you're actually gonna have to bring Dodrio to probably like 3 games, because I don't mind Dodrio actually. It's pretty good. You can run Sword Stance, Quick Attack, and like it gets knuckle coverage.
I just wanted to use Dodrio. It also fits quite nicely into speed tiers.
Yeah, you needed something fast because Whimsicott's not always.
I needed something over 100 basically.
Also, I really like Trick Room with Rampardos, because like we all know the Rampardos thing, but if you catch like, oh, there's a team that's like really top heavy speed, then you can just kind of switch in Rampardos and Trick Room, and it just destroys everything on the field.
Well, the only issue with that is Rampardos kind of does lose to bulky ground types, and they're also like, they're pretty comfortable in Trick Room usually. Like, take a Hippo or something. Mudstill's not in format, but someone like him. Someone like Fistep Sandslash probably takes a hit, maybe 2. Rhydon easily takes Rhyperior,
Oh yeah.
So that's my issue with that, but I still think that's...
it's still a tier 5, like, it's matchup fishing.
I was really struggling to find tier 5s that I wanted.
Rampardos is something you prep for though, so, it kind of fits.
I think it'll be used at least once.
Lastly, this team has some really nice bougie sun. You can use chlorophyll, vileplume, and whimsical, and like Darmin Sun is crazy. Have you guys ever played Gen 7 UU?
Yes.
I would always run Fire Z Darm with Sunny Day, and you get Z Sunny Day, so you basically have a choice band and a choice scarf at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah, no, my one memory of Gen 7 UU is playing a battle that went for 300 plus turns and ended in a tie.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about this team, except for Dumbfan's basically the underrocker, and it's also going to be spinner usually.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of an issue.
I don't like setting up rocks.
You don't really need that many hazard setters where you could just do 100.
There really isn't any like wish passing, so Jonathan might be a kind of strain. But you can always just go offensive.
These two can just take most hits now. So.
Oh yeah, but you gotta spin though.
True. Yeah, but for me, 9 out of 10. Same as Black.
Yep.
10 out of 10 for me.
This thing kind of feels like Tobias on GDL1, but Rampardo's version.
Yeah.
I don't really agree. I think Plotzel's better. Nah, we have a few similar ones though. Anyway, next up,
I didn't notice that.
we have Jumper Cables and the Great Northern Gunzaps. I did not expect Volcanion to be picked up very early. I'll say that. But I don't mind it on this team though, because you know you do have a very obvious Sun core. You have for some reason we have 2 frail grass type chlorophyll users. I'm not too sure about that, but
I did my best. He's a good friend of mine.
We have actually, I didn't see the Virizion. We have 3 grass types. What is this?
Yeah, I was. Virizion really does not need to be there.
Wait,
there's also Whizzing Alarm and Skarmory, so you're really not big first pick.
Do you play this guy?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah. So this guy's not good. This guy's not going on BT because he plays fish. Whenever Darm comes out, someone dies. No,
yeah.
but,
just that Volcanion is definitely
some positives.
Yo, this is the Rampardo's weak team.
Yo!
Some negatives. There seems to be no ground type.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some positives. There's it's definitely gonna be Sun offense. That's the only viable playstyle I'll see with this team.
Yeah.
But you do have a fire. You have an electric type that works with it. Your Mega works in Sun because overheat becomes
The
like
problem with
nuke in it.
being Sun offense, right, is that you've only got 2 fire resists, and one of them is Flash Fire Ninetales. So
Yeah.
if you're setting up the Sun, if there's any viable fire type, your only switch-in is Volcanion.
I mean, if it were me, the first thing I'd do is boot Virizion Shifter off the team. I think Victory Well's amazing value tier 5 in this tier 5.
I think Victory Well's insane.
It's amazing tier 5.
The other thing I see with this team is a big lack of a special defensive.
Yeah, for sure.
Virizion just doesn't cut it.
Zaltu's also not very bulky as well, but yeah. Honestly, I don't really have anything more to say. I'm gonna just say
I just want to look at the type weaknesses for this team because I
big -4 to fire on the Sun team.
And -4.
You know what?
Yeah.
Nice -4. I'll give it a 4 out of 10. Let's move on.
Yeah.
And that's
Alright.
a 4 for me as well.
Alright.
I don't mind the team, but it has a lot of glaring weaknesses.
Nuzleaf Masquerade.
Okay. The Bewares, they have the best tier 5. No, but I'm not the biggest fan of this team. I feel like the Clefable doesn't really have the support it needs.
I feel this thing's kind of slow.
Yeah.
Like, you have a Persian and Mega Late, but then, there's nothing like beside it. There's Shadow Smash almost start, but like.
Does Clef get Trick Room?
I think so.
I think so. But yeah, mostly this relies on Mega Glade hard.
Yeah.
I don't really see, like, it's not a bad team, but I don't see how it gels together.
Clefable does not get Trick Room.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I tried to bring it when I had it. Yeah.
I think Galade's are on the Trick Room set, right?
Ooh, that's a great Trick Room set.
Not,
Ooh, yeah.
not great.
Fire Rider Grass Core, really lacking.
I think no, I don't dislike Omastar though, because this team definitely needs something like that. You know, something that's gonna click Shell Smash, and then kind of be your Winkle.
Yeah.
I definitely don't mind that. I don't mind Masquerain as like a cheap Weber or QD sweeper, but you're really gonna have to make the best out of Lando T. In my opinion, I think that's gonna be your key.
Yeah. Especially with how weak to ground you are.
Yeah, for sure.
Lando T is very good on this team simply because it switches into.
Lando T makes it from a bad team to a respectable team.
Yeah, no, his only other ground resists are
Tier 5.
Masquerain and Nuzleaf.
This is awful, by the way.
Oh god.
Lando's great. U-turn, defog, stealth, rock Lando every game.
Yeah.
I mean, we shall shift you on the last team, and now we got a straight upgrade. So.
I really don't think that like Clef Lando is a bad defensive port. I think you can do some work, but the problem then is that your Lando is defensive, so you're really gonna have to rely on stuff like the GDL to put in the hits. Which, yeah, I'm struggling to find like synergies with this team.
I like Masquerain clicking Rain Dance and then going almost start. That's all I can say. There's also
I don't know if they fit together well.
No, but I like Masquerain, and then you have bulky Nuzleaf that's no longer weak to fire.
Masquerain is one of my favorite tier 5s. I think it's great.
Yeah,
it's got so much versatility for a tier 5.
Yeah, let's just move on. I'll say 6 out of 10 maybe.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Fix the low tiers.
What do you mean fix the low tiers? This is Nuzleaf.
Besides Nuzleaf and Masquerain, the other. Then not so low tiers.
Alright. We'll go to California and Lowlands. California, I think that's Sylvestron.
Sylvestron.
Mhm.
And obviously Lowland Sander. You should know that by now.
Yeah.
Unless you're new to GDL, in which case fair enough. Alright.
So bad. I remember this guy. You first pick Relicanth.
Okay.
You know
what? Him first picking Relicanth fucked me. I was looking at my team in the later drafts and I was like, I could really use a Relicanth right now. I could really use a Relicanth, and it was gone.
This is bad.
So,
okay, first thing stands out, this is bad.
Yeah. This is really bad.
Oh, yeah.
Slowking gets Trick Room, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, does Mr. Mime get to? Because, like, Banette on Trick Room, same for Relicanth, is kind of crazy. It's really strong. Like, people undermine Banette, but it's really strong.
No, who?
Banette.
Okay, I thought you were saying Relicanth really strong.
Oh, really? Relicanth clicks a move, and that's it. But that's pretty much what you need for it.
But I'm not the biggest fan of this team because you have Relicanth is like, Klinklang is a steel type with no rocks, and it doesn't really offer anything else either.
Klinklang is like, I'm always tempted by it, but it's just steel type.
Good stats, frustrating move pool.
Yeah.
For me, I don't think he got the best value tier 1s. Like, I think, actually, Zapdos G, I got a lot more respect for. I think it's actually pretty good value tier 1 now.
Pick up
Also,
Zapdos.
I've seen it go crazy, but I don't think Slowking G is good value.
This is pretty similar to, like, what I was originally thinking. I wanted Zapdos G, Mega Banette, and a good web setter. I think you could really do some work with that.
Yeah.
But if this is me, I'll make that Slowking G probably star me. Now, you get 60 points. You can make Mr. Mime or Klinklang into something that isn't bad, and then.
I'm coming around to this.
Army gives you better removal than what you've got.
Yeah.
I think if you have good webs control, I think this team could be insane. If you're getting the predictions right, like you switch your Zapdos in on the defog, you switch your Mega Banette in on the rapid spin. I think this team could go far. If you're just like,
I don't think this team really wants to run something that's not a Joe. I think that Slowking's gonna run stuff like Nasty Plot and start breaking shit with webs, to be honest.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Because, like,
Slowking's
the
not
Mammoth
fast
Spider
enough
went
for that,
up.
but like Bandit Zap G plus
I've come around on the scene.
Mamo, or like. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, your two Dragon Resists on this team are Mime and Clang Clang, which aren't the greatest in the world.
It's definitely got some weaknesses, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wish I had a spinner for like better webs viability.
better webs than
No, if you
Go
have
for it.
if you have a spinner,
yeah,
you can
yeah.
keep up the webs.
oh okay, got
Yeah,
it, got it,
yeah,
got it.
yeah, yeah.
Not better webs, better, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think 7 out of 10. I think with a couple of like changes, this team could be amazing.
Yeah, this seems scary offensively, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, let's just keep going. We have
Yeah.
Lone's like a rock. Xander trying to change his hacks fortunes, I guess. We have Big Jirachi.
Yup.
First thing, he's making good use of his low tiers. Sand Slash is good value. Golem Alola is very nice because, you know, Magnet Pull's pretty good. And Galvanized Explosion is always nice, like you can run like Rook's lead or some shit.
You can even run like Galvanized Double Edge, that's really strong.
Yeah, yeah, true. I don't like the lack of Spadef on this team.
Yeah. Is Avalon? Even if it is, it's not great.
What's
No.
that like?
Is it Spadef or not?
No,
It's defensive.
It has like
Got like 40.
46, I think.
46.
Yeah,
Oh.
yo,
No.
bro, I know the stats. Anyway, yeah, like when your best Spadef mon is Moltres G,
Yeah.
Ooh, my favorite.
yeah, I think that's definitely something you're gonna wanna fix.
Yeah.
Like I like Xplode, but I don't like it here. Because you have the raw power already. You have Chandler for raw power. You have Ozzy for raw power.
Yeah.
You have Mega Sceptile for raw power. If you know, I do like Xplode, but I just need. For me, this team just needs that thing that doesn't collapse. Who's getting a fucking like
Sorry.
home phone call?
Be right back.
Bro, these Brazil motherfuckers living in 1990, bro.
My uncle is traveling, okay? He has to call me through WhatsApp. So yeah.
Okay. No, but if that Xplode is something that doesn't just fold, that makes the team not fold when presentable like Specs Boomburst Swallow, that'd be nice.
Mm.
Special offense is just too good against this team. That's my main critique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it has a lot of strengths, but
Yeah, I don't really know what's out there though. Like, if we're looking for say tier 3s with 100 Spadef minimum, I don't know, some random. Go on, slap it. What the? Bronzong's undrafted. That's mad.
oh shit.
I mean, that doesn't work on this team, but like, if it's a Mantine, it's pretty good.
I mean, I know somebody that wants to pick up a bronze one.
Yes, me too. We've already covered them. But yeah, I don't mind this team, but it just needs a few fixes.
Yeah. It can be threatening. But yeah, as you say, any
Like we're like chatting a lot of shit about like no Spadef, but who needs Spadef? You could just like scarf Jirachi.
yeah. Belly drum on a Azumarill. What are you gonna do? No, I mean, yeah, and Scorpion as well. It's got some serious stats.
For sure. What like something you could look at is maybe, I don't know if Vanillux is available in this format. You could get some good removers elsewhere. Get Vanillux for Hailvale, and then you know your setups.
Yeah.
We really can think about stuff like that to tweak this team so it's a bit more flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. You guys?
Like a 6 or 7 in rating.
Yeah.
Like just some tweaks and I'll be really.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Right, next we have Masquerade Masquerade and Lusty Warriors. They're actually, at the time of recording, they're playing tomorrow.
Oh,
So if
that
I
should be
render
interesting.
this on time, which I should be able to, even though I have a busy day at work, you can watch this before the game's played. Anyway, Masquerade Masquerade, Gipclef, good friend of mine. He's not new to Draft League, but this team definitely has some good points and some bad points. First of all, I do love, you know, Heatran Flyguns is very good. Kofagrigus covering that fighting. Mega Alakazam, one of the best megas in the format.
Yeah, even that nasty plot.
Them, you know, we have Mega Alakazam, but I guess we also need Espeon.
That is a bit of.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm not sure what Espeon is really doing.
I don't actually dislike the Clamperl because you actually you have to prep for Clamperl.
Do you?
Yeah, like,
I was looking at this team and thinking, like, where are those weaknesses saying? Like, Seeking's not the best, and then I see this Clamperl. Oh, okay.
I don't mind it too much. Like, definitely from a mod perspective, I can tell after the draft we should have like power crept tier 5.
Yeah.
And like people drafting this guy as a Spheal.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect team. He has this feel.
Okay. Let's get back to let's get back to this one. I think a lot of this team's gonna depend on Heatran's flexibility. If you're gonna bring Scarf Eruption or maybe something more bulky to go along with Flygon. Kofagrigus being like some kind of defensive core with Audino.
Mm-hmm.
You have the raw power of Conkeldurr. You have the raw power of Mega Alakazam. That's a really good duo.
I really like this team, honestly.
I just wish there was more going into them pivot-wise than Uther, Flygon, Afflictor, and Seeking.
If you could pick up a better water type instead of Espeon, preferably with Foot Turn. I'm not sure if there are any available in what's it, tier 3 that Espeon's in?
We're about to find out. Once
Tier 3. Espeon's tier 3.
Yes. Okay, let's see. Where's that option again? Momentum. Let's say any form. Okay, we have big Kabutops, but that doesn't really help.
Yeah. So not really.
Basculin.
I think even just picking up a water type in tier 3, you can replace that Espeon.
Yeah, I
Probably good speed.
think Mantine was about in it.
Is Tentacle?
No, I don't think that's available. There's a Toad. That's tier 2.
There's a Toad.
There's a Mantine about. There's a Quag about. You know.
Oh yeah, Mantine would be great.
Mantine would fit well.
Yeah. And that shows up your special defense as well.
Because this team's remover is Magic Bounce of Flygon.
Yeah.
There's a Skuntank, to be honest.
Oh yeah, true. And Skuntank.
Oh yeah.
I forgot, man.
No, Skuntank is amazing.
Yeah.
I love Skuntank.
I really like this team offensively. I don't like as much defensively.
I don't mind it defensively. Kofagrigus can do a lot of work.
Sure.
Yeah,
but
got respectable spit F. I think it's 105.
Yeah, it just has low HP. But you need something. I feel like you do need something that has some good natural spit F, so you can like get some more creative with Heatran and get maybe some more offensive Flygon sets going. One of my favorites is the Throat Spray Boomburst. Not good, but it's funny.
It is funny. No, I put in some work with Kofagrigus in another league. It was very good. Really changed my mind on playing Pain Split as well.
Pain Split is really nice on low HP mons. Also the road.
Yeah. I really like this team. I think just swap out those tier 5s.
I would say 7 out of 10.
I'd say 8. Honestly, I really like this team. You've got all your threats covered. You've got all your, most of your defenses covered.
Anyone else want to add
really
anything?
value tier 4s.
Yeah, for sure. Right. Terra, you got anything to add, or?
No. I like this team. I like Conk, Zan.
Alright, let's go to Ninja then. We have Garchomp Greninja.
Greninja, yeah.
and Mega Gardevoir. That's your offensive 3. You bring them every single game, and you just kill things. You just kill things.
Yeah.
Well, Gren isn't that strong, but he's fast enough that you can usually slap a Choice Specs or a Life Orb.
There's a gap on speed though, aren't there?
From what?
I mean, because you're not running Jolly Moltres.
Sometimes you can move your Timid Moltres.
I know, yeah, you can, but like, you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, but I think there's a really good Spheal in there to handle Trick Room.
Yeah.
No, but this team has got offensive threats. It's got some natural fist def, some natural speed def. Has a Scavenger which has both. And the good thing is, all of these months, like these are good bulky months, but they're also not passive at all.
Yeah.
Hypno has really high BP moves. A Scavenger is like 135 attack. Tank Growth has good offenses.
Leech
it has,
Seed.
oh yeah, also like Power Whip, Leaf Storm,
Yeah,
good
no.
coverage.
Oh,
Mold Trace is very strong as well.
No, I really like the defensive on this team. And then the low tiers are really value as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like-
that big feel. No, but
Awkward, but
Tauros and Jolteon are really good.
or
Garbodor is also really good.
Who? Yeah, Garbodor for sure.
yeah,
Because you stick that spike on and suddenly that Garchomp after your Sword Stance is just very difficult to handle.
That even the Grand with spikes is just like it went from like, oh, it's doing 60, I can take one swap out. Like you can't because of spikes.
Greninja is also something that can viably run spikes itself and just put one up on an unexpected switch.
or on an electro type. They're
We might see that against this team actually.
Oh, true.
by that a lot.
Gren can easily put up a spike against Skipclive, he comes in the Heatran. What does he go into? Probably like Odino, you can just put up a spike and leave.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Also, I really there's kind of something weird. This thing's kind of weak to fire, besides Moltres and Garchomp.
yeah, I feel like it has too many like fast frail attackers. I don't feel like if you
Yeah.
have Mega Guard for Greninja and Garchomp, you don't need both Tauros and Jolteon. But Tauros is very good value, so
but at the
maybe
same time, you've got Moltres, Tangrowth, Scavalier on top, right?
true. Yeah,
I think this is definitely just offense, right?
yeah,
You're not
sure.
really wanting games to go too long, so I don't think it's too big of an issue. I
Yo,
like
look
it.
at how many fucking what? Look at this.
What?
What?
Nice.
6?
Yo, that's based.
Oh, and then Greninja's got 4 more.
Yep.
Hey man, you should give Greninja Technician.
Yo,
No.
what was Spiel's niche in Trick Room when you got a million priority moves?
Hey, facts. Facts.
What was Spiel's niche again?
Having 25 speed.
You're right.
Look at this guy's stats, bro. Yo,
Oh, that's 70 HP though?
yo.
That's
This,
bulky.
I think this guy's higher defense is good than Ghost Lord.
Like,
Nah, but
he's almost as fast as Guzzlord, so basically it's a Guzzlord.
But ice.
yeah.
Exactly.
I love me tier
Yeah.
5 Ghost Lord. Now, rumor has it he tried to draft Eternatus, but gave him the next best Pokemon instead.
I got you.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh Steelers approve.
I don't really have much to say about this team.
I like it. I'd give it a solid 8.
It's flying weak though.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
I just saw down there. I didn't think about myself. It's late. It's late. I'm tired.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, for me, I'd say 8.5.
I'd say solid 8. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I guess good.
We're going to the last 4. We're saving the best for last, by the way. We have first we have Sacramento versus Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay actually won the first game today, so
Sacramento and Tampa Bay is next week, I think, actually.
Oh,
we
sick.
can see this in action as well. We'll go Sacramento first. I like this team. There's a war turtle.
There is a war turtle. What's with all these?
I mean, it can spin.
Yeah, but like, why?
War-
Like
Sorry.
the only thing war turtle does is spin. Shell smash
Yeah.
isn't viable. Offensive isn't viable at all. Like,
To
you
me, it looked like they just needed a war type.
there's a Slowking.
Yeah, never mind.
No, but I don't mind like Slowking, Fortress, Gooder is pretty good like bulk, and you have Aromatisse to back it up as well. So what this team really wants to do is like have Terrakion break open everything so you can sweep later with like Hurricane spam.
Yeah,
I think Sneasel's a good fit on this team.
Yeah.
really great.
Yeah.
team.
Nidoking is actually very dynamic on this.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't need to run rocks.
Was
You can,
undrafted?
Hmm?
Was Nidoking undrafted?
I don't know.
'Cause I feel like
I don't think we've seen it yet, have we?
Yeah, I don't
No,
think we
Sherry,
did.
Sherry Davis doesn't have it,
Oh.
so it's either Washington or it's undrafted. Oh, it's
okay.
I guess it's Washington.
Because I've seen Nidoqueen get drafted before Nidoking so much, and I
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
yeah, but you know, there's a Drakion. Last season in GDL, like upper division, Akeli's actually run Stealth Rock on this Drakion a lot, which is actually, I really rate that because Dracion's something that's gonna force you to switch, like very often.
Yeah.
You can put them up for free, and
Sure.
then Nidoqueen, if it doesn't have to worry about that, could get a lot more creative with its other moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the Trevenant's actually not a terrible fit either.
Yeah. Trevenant's a pretty good tier 5 for what we're working with.
Um,
Powerful.
yeah. For me, this is just a really good team. I just make the words a little better.
So, yeah, make the war total better. I don't know. The speed's just kind of.
Maybe like a
And-
solid Scarfer.
None of your mods are like great. Like none of your offensive mods are great in trickery, other than like Trevenant. So it's like.
Hey man, that Garbold Aromatisse going crazy.
But yeah, I don't know.
I've
Not-
nothing to add.
We'll switch it. Like physical walls, I think, is my complaint.
True. I don't think Caracosta is on the board, but if it is, that'd be pretty good value for someone.
I'm pretty sure it's.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
That's actually pretty good value. Not for this team specifically, probably, but it's something you prep for. You know,
Yeah.
Shell Smash is very viable. You have Solid Rook as an ability, you have Swift Swim, so you can kind of have some bootleg rain. Someone should pick it up, I think. But, yeah.
Yeah, solid too.
I'll give it an 8.
I think I'm leaning towards a 7, but I could
Yeah.
go to an 8. Yeah.
Alright. Yep.
Alright.
We have our boy, Insane. This team has Barrettes.
Oh, yeah.
There's Zard X.
Yeah,
No switch.
zero speed crawl down.
Crawdons. No switching. Burgon Z. No switches. Parathorn Sylveon's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't personally I don't like Claydol, but it could work.
I like Claydol a lot.
It's
It's
gives him a good remover to support Charizard at the very least.
True.
they get
Actually-
I feel like it does, right?
Guess what?
I like
Teleport.
Ferrothorn
Yeah.
support here
Done.
big time.
For sure. Parathorn's very nice here.
Because like it's weak to fighting, then you have Crobat. It's weak to fire, then you have a Mega Zardex. You know?
I do feel like there should be a better water maybe. That's a theme with a lot of these teams actually.
Yeah.
It's just there's all weak to water, like all weak to fire, like need a better water type. I don't mind Ampharos. I think Ampharos pretty good because it's quite strong. You have Heal Bell, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Illumise is quite nice for like you know
Illumise is great.
prankster
Give him some gadget
shenanigans.
moves,
Master of Duckweed's quaking in his boots.
Oh, for sure.
That prankster encore.
Parathorn is definitely something you bring every game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
At least.
I don't like that. There's not really like you've got all these great threats. You've not got the best way to get them in safely because they're all quite slow.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like teleport Claydol or like slow full
Yeah.
switch Ampharos.
Baton Pass Sylveon as well is what I'm like. thinking of.
It's kind of a waste of a move slot because in order for like Sylveon to function as a wish passer, you kind of need wish, protect, and you need hyper voice to not be like completely passive.
So it's
Like it's
I
between
love the threats. I don't love the ways you can get them in.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
This team can overrun you very quickly, though.
Yeah, if you make one wrong move and let Porygonzo you get in for free, then you're probably
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Charizard X is great on this team though. Really like gives it the speed it needs, I think. On those threats.
Yeah, for me, I'd say 7.5.
Yeah, I think 7. It's safe.
8. I'll give it an 8. Very scary.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna change it around. Saving the best till last, boys.
Continuity is ruined.
No. There's continuity. We went from worst to best.
Right, you're right.
Well,
It is in third now, I think, too.
we have the Nidoking team. No,
Yeah,
Washington
that guy.
Roopers. I don't know why there's Delphux and a Latios. Also don't know why there's a Ledian. But I do quite like Latios, Togekiss together.
Yeah.
It lacks some physical bulk for me. But there's definitely some direct breakers at Nidoking, Breloom, and there's some setup with Sharpedo, Latios can do that. And of course like Power Punch Mega Kangaskhan is always viable.
Good bulk in general, I think, is like Togekiss can do it. You don't really want to. Corsola is good, but it's also just very passive.
Well, there's Corsola G and also Dusclops.
Yeah, Dusclops. I don't know. I've never really used Dusclops, so I can't really comment on
But
it.
why have both?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think you definitely need to change out these tier 5s.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I don't mind.
He wanted Ledian, fair enough. Big old DCS. Yeah, I think Sharpedo is key to this team. I think, yeah, kind of almost always have to bring it. It's just because you do have some, you have lacking hazards. Sadly, you have Corsola, Rooks, and Nidoking, who doesn't like to run it. But there's nothing else that can like, in one turn, transform the momentum of the entire game.
Yeah.
I mean, Nidoking's gonna be great.
Sure.
Nidoking is always great. Latias is always great. Togekiss is always great as well.
The other thing I noticed is that his top 4 Pokemon are all weak to ice.
This team's weak to ice. This team is 6.
I mean, there's a
This team
Yeah,
is 6
Freeze
up
Dry.
at Freeze Dry. Yeah,
Unironically.
defensively definitely needs some work.
Yeah, I love the threats though.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Nidoking is one of my favorite breakers, if not my favorite breaker. He's so versatile.
Ooh, that big knockoff.
Yep. Gotta respect Latias and Togekiss since I have it as well.
Yeah, that's why I said I saw Latios and Togekiss, and then I was like, yeah, and that nice mega aggro, right? I just completely forgot that. No, but yeah, I'll give this a 5 probably. Needs some work, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
The pieces. Got
Alright.
pieces.
Lads, the best till last. The man who needs no introduction, but we'll give him one anyway.
Imagine joined this Discord call earlier, and then promptly left.
Yep.
Yeah.
Harry Davis.
10.
Texas 2 cannons.
10.
Honestly, I don't want to big it up too much
Honestly, I'm
because
scared of this team.
I was behind a lot of the ideas for this team, so I don't want to take too much credit.
I like this team. I'll say it for you.
I think Mega Medicham is like a crazy breaker. Then you have Raikou as like fast speed control. Same with Cincino. You have Dino D-Dance every time. Cresselia's crazy underrated. Klefki's good. It just works.
Yeah,
No, it's
Tentacruel's insane. I love Tentacruel. More people need to use it.
Yeah.
I would say only maybe Cincino doesn't fit that well in this team. The rest is all great.
Yeah.
No, this is very cohesive.
Is Houndoom your only fire type? Is
Yes.
I getting that right?
But Houndoom is pretty strong.
Awkward. No, Houndoom is strong. I like Houndoom. It's just a bit awkward.
True. it's a little bit weak to ice, but you know, Cresselia is a Pokemon that resists everything that it isn't weak to, kinda. Like that sounds like a stupid sentence, but like
80 HP, infinite defenses.
yeah, but like, I'm pretty sure that guy does not. I calced actually. I said this to Sherry when I said you should draft you should draft Cresselia. Cresselia is one of the only Pokemon that never gets one shot by Banded Rampardo's Head Smash without resisting it. After Rocks. Like
that's my
it never gets one shot by Adamant Banded Head Smash from Rampardos, which is just crazy.
my one plan for this team.
Yeah, but like, yeah, but you know, you get the point, because like even Skarmory, even Fortress, even Slowbro, they can die after Rocks.
Yeah.
Cresselia is insane. That's what I'm kind of saying.
It's ridiculous.
Honestly, I'm giving this team a 10.
I don't think I'd go for a 10.
And I'll give a 9.5 because I feel like the Cincino could have been something.
Okay. Let's be honest. I'll give it a Sherry Davis out of 10.
Oh, you're right.
So a 10.
I don't like the Chronogonal. I know in theory it's good, but I just don't like it.
Yeah, it's.
I don't think you're ever gonna bring it.
Learns rest and recover though.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. He's gonna bring that week against Master Nagweed.
Please do it.
Yo, if he does, he's gone. He's gone clear. Yo, Sherry, if you're watching, I'm pretty sure Master Nagweed is not watching. Bring rest recover, bro.
Something I do
Style on him.
is you maybe don't need it with the team you've got, but Banded Dragonite with extreme speed is
True.
a big threat. I ran that a lot in like OU when I used to play it.
Yeah, this team does already have some good priority. Gorgeist is actually pretty strong. You can use it offensively, you know, with Shadow Sneak. Yeah,
Gorgeist
Prankster.
Gorgeist is always just such a good one to
I like Gorgeist. I was actually thinking about it myself.
grass type. It's a good ghost type.
Yeah.
It has 4 forms, like that you can choose from.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gorgeist is amazing.
I saw Carmen once beaten Urshifu with it. They ran Gorgeist small, outsped it, and killed it with Moonblast.
Yeah. what more do you need to say? Like it's so versatile.
Yeah,
I don't like Gorgeist.
if we're looking at this, it does look a little bit ghost-weak because this doesn't really like the hits.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Steelix, Corriganal can handle them pretty well. Tentacle can handle special ones.
I mean, you have a Dragonite. In worst case, you like switch in Dragonite,
True.
get the DD off into the Ghost.
Very true. I don't feel like this team is fire weak at all because Tentacle's coming most games.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Cryogonal is coming to maybe 3. Steelix and Klefki won't often be in the same, like on the same field.
Also, same thing for the Ghost type. Just go Dragonite and click DD.
Go itemless Dragonite.
It's not
bro.
real.
What?
Go itemless Dragonite.
Go Island Dragonite, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tone it down to a 9, but this team.
Yeah, I think a 9 is
really
is good. I love this team. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really have anything else to add.
No.
Alright.
Well, that about wraps
I guess
that
that's
up.
that.
Yep. Alright,
So, who do you think is gonna win?
Fish. Yeah.
Damn.
Now, I think best teams are, what was it? I think we said Blackwood, Glasgow, might have said California, I don't remember, and Texas. What's California again? No, it wasn't this one.
Oh.
It was one of the teams. There was like 4 teams that were really good.
Yeah, somebody in the middle.
Or-
Might have been Sacramento as well. I like his team. But yeah, that about wraps it up. So yeah, if you're still here, comment. Okay, okay, Terra, what should they comment?
Pastel.
Pasta?
Pastel.
Why?
Because
What
I'm
is that?
in the mood for some pastel right now.
What is that?
Go figure it out.
Pastel.
Yeah.
Was
Pastel de nata is what you're looking for.
No. We're not fucking Portuguese, man. Fuck off.
Oh, I've had this. This
No,
is
that's
good.
bad. That's not pastel. That's not pastel.
You know what? You should type. You
Go
should
on, go on.
type feel for
Brazil.
later.
Yeah, thank you. That's
Oh.
pastel.
Ooh, cassouffle.
It's not cassouffle, but yeah,
No,
kinda.
it is cassouffle.
Yeah, because we don't do
rolls.
like we do stuff, crazy
Or
stuff. There's
fancy.
like a pizza pastel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a rolls.
this shit's really good.
Okay, so if you're watching, comment pastel, and if you're still watching, comment.
Feel for kill leader.
I was gonna say Macargo for kill leader, but sure.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you probably next week for Game of the Week 1.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Bye.
I'm gonna lose.